Raisins are nice and succulent.
I like to wait like 5 to 7 minutes so I know I'm not going to burn the roof of my mouth.
Oh, that's smart.
It's hard to be patient, but I'm able to find the strength.
I think that's really brave of you. The other day, I cooked my toast too long and I chipped my front tooth.
That sounds like it might have hurt.
It was pretty painful, but it was really good toast, so it was good.
I was at Target the other day and I didn't see the speed bump, and I drove over it like 7 miles an hour.
Oh my gosh, were you okay?
I luckily was fastened into my seatbelt. If I had not been, I probably wouldn't be here.
Wow, that's a harrowing tale.
I don't like to say it. It's taken me a week just to be able to tell anyone.
Hi there, my name is Matt Cole.
Oh, and I'm Brian Garrity.
And we are the producers of the Sexperts Podcast, and we are here with a new champion, not a returning champion, somebody here for the very first time. Welcome to the show, Kelly Vigilante.
Yes, I am so stoked to be here.
Are a new champion,
my friend.
Bow, bow.
You'll never be a new champion again.
Depressing.
Next time you'll be a returning champion. Next time you'll be a returning champion. But you'll never be a loser because you've been a new and then returning champion.
Oh, geez. Wow. No, keep going, Brian.
Of the world.
Listen, we got to get Brian to a haircut today, so let's get on with this thing.
Cool.
Well, welcome. Like I said, we've known you for quite some time. In fact, I was the teaching assistant for your Improv 101 class. Is that correct?
Yes.
And
Yay!
I was your biological father.
That's true.
So we have a lot of history. So talk about what you do around town in comedy land, at Push, et cetera, et cetera. Go.
Yeah. In Comedy Land at Push, I started with 101 with Mr. Matt Cole. Mm-hmm. And then I took 201, 301, Musical 101, Musical 201, and Sketch 101. And I'm going to take 401 late January.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of
our plan is coming together.
what kind of shows and stuff have you been in or want to be in or whatever?
Well, right now I'm in Panties. So it's my first time.
What is Panties? What if...
Panties is the largest all-female sketch show in the country, if I'm not mistaken.
We'll say that, yeah.
And it's all female written and female acted and locally sourced.
But are women funny?
Well, they can be, but I don't know. My uterus gets in the way sometimes.
That wasn't the answer I was looking for.
Sorry, I was just yes-anded.
Yeah, and when is that? Panties In A Twist, the 9th.
February 15th.
February 15th at the Harrison Opera House. I don't know how much tickets are, but it only comes around once a year, so you can save up for it. So if you're complaining about the price...
It's around tax time. If you get your goddamn taxes done on time, you got the money for the freaking show.
Good point, yeah. What else are you in? Push or otherwise?
Well, I got my improv start at Cinema Cafe. Nice. I actually used to perform there with a bunch of people like Ed Phillips and Brett Mounts and Dustin Nowak, Brendan Kennedy, etc.
Neat.
Nobody else that's not from this area will know who that is. But name drop it anyway.
He's been on the podcast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All of them except for Dustin
and Brett.
Fuck, we need get those fuckers on here. Why are they not on the podcast?
You need to get Dumpster Dudes on here, man.
I know. Oh yeah. Well, this month it's all about women, all about Panties In A Twist. And
hey, ladies.
Hey, ladies. You want to come on my show? I got a picture of a tiger in my.
Yes. We will be having.
You guys are all about SNL today.
Sound like a ladies' man.
Nothing but ladies on the show with you.
That's that is the most you've committed to a character I've ever seen.
There was a time in my life where I did this a lot.
Like me when I was 7 doing Jim Carrey, Ace Ventura.
We will be recording in the butt.
Welcome to Hack 101, starring Brian Garrity.
I used to do the cheerleading routine with Sherry O'Terry and Will Ferrell with my babysitter when I was like 8.
Yep.
Yeah, I was a grown adult when that was on.
I was going to say...
I used to do that with my kids.
One that me and Brian do is Dana Carvey doing the church lady. Like, we do that every now and then. I'm like, yeah, I love that when I was a kid. And Brian's like, yeah, I love that when I was in college. Boom.
Yep.
Anyways, let's get back to Kelly.
Okay.
So yeah, you got your start at Cinema Cafe, and you do musical improv too, don't you?
Yeah, I love doing musical improv. I've been on some long form teams. I was on a short form team, Ham and Eggs, not musical, but still beautiful.
Neat.
Yeah, and musical improv is really where my heart's at. I really love it.
So you're a singer.
A senior?
A singer, sorry.
Oh, a singer. Yes, I'm a secret geriatric.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be offensive in this. So you're a senior citizen, huh? You look old as shit, you
no,
motherfucker.
That was me, bro.
Yeah, I only diss Brian on this show. All right. So when can you see musical improv at?
Beethoven has a show February 4th. That is a long form musical improv show that I am a part of. And it's Bay, like BAE. You can't tell when we say it, but it's actually quite clever.
Can I give a testimonial?
Yeah, go for it.
I went to their last show.
Beethoven?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Wanting to hate it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like, musical's not my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or I didn't think it was. It was freaking good. Like, it was so freaking good.
That is awesome.
It was one of the best heralds. Like, it was just, it's hard to explain, but
wow.
like,
Yeah.
I couldn't have enjoyed it more.
That's high praise from Brian. Brian's a tough critic.
Really impressed.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was kind of beautiful.
Yeah. There's
Beautiful and funny.
I think we talked about this before. I'm not a huge musical guy myself, but I do want to see the musical improv because there's a lot of talent. Like, there's a lot of great singers, a lot of great just improvisers, and the stuff that Andy Poindexter and Kate Baldwin are doing. Andy Poindexter is the accompanist, and he's just magical on the keys.
And I'm a Herald fan,
Mm-hmm.
and when you take the structure of the Herald and you apply it to the musical thing, it all kind of comes together just like it does when you're not singing.
So we have just a few minutes. I don't want to get too deep in the weeds, but people who like improv and comedy listen to this. The musical Herald is a little different
All
from
three of them.
All three of them. Musical Herald is a little bit different from the normal Herald we think of when we like read like.
Yeah, thank you. That's true.
But I'm actually. Do you know like how is it different? And can you describe it just a little bit?
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, the first thing is you do an opening, and that's like you have about 6 people ideally, and you do verse, 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 chorus, bridge, chorus, wild card, chorus again.
Okay.
And that's the structure of the first one. Takes a while to get it.
The Herald opener. That's what that would be. Okay.
Yeah, we get a suggestion, and then we're inspired by the first suggestion, and we go off that.
And then for the scenes, do you do 3 2-person scenes in the musical Herald? Okay.
We do 3 2-person scenes, and then a palate cleanser, and then 3 2-person scenes based off the same characters again.
Okay.
But
and
not,
then that's
but
it?
not the same 2 coming out every time. Like somebody brings one of the characters from the first scene in and does something kind of different with them.
Oh, so
I can't explain it, but that's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Oh, okay. And then is there another palate cleanser and then third beats or no? It's just
there's usually not another palate cleanser, then it's just the closer.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And is that like a form that Andy and you guys have created, the musical Herald or something? Or
I'm not
Kate
sure
brought?
if Andy created it, but I learned it from him, so I don't know.
I think it's something maybe Kate Patterson Baldwin had seen and brought back or something like that. But it's very interesting. And like I said, like even if you're not musical people, we'll Brian and I will both be testimonials. Like it's fascinating, it's fun, it's interesting. You guys are really talented, really great at what you do. Don't expect to see me or Brian up there singing because we are not seniors. Singers. Yeah. All right. What else? Anything else going on?
I used to be an archaeologist. I know that's random, but not a lot of people know that.
I love it. It's like Kelly's coming on to the Sexperts and she's like, I'm making an announcement. I used to be an archaeologist.
I'm glad
you heard it here first.
I'm glad you could come out
Thank you.
on this show.
Yeah, because
I'm excited to
usually
be here.
archaeologists.
And we're not going to treat you any different.
Because she's an archaeologist.
I was like, because I'm a woman?
Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
Yeah.
Do you make soap or candles or anything?
No, I don't make anything special. I'm not crafty at all.
That's okay. I'm not. Oh man, I was being stereotypical.
Yeah.
Fuck. We almost made an entire interview without me. Okay.
All right. Well, we're gonna cut that.
God damn it, Brian.
Put in the big bin of all your Me Too violations.
It's a big Ben. Anyways, well, all right. Thank you, Kelly, for being on the show. We are on to the episode.
You want me to sing the returning champion song again?
Yeah,
Yeah,
play us out.
definitely.
Play us out, Delilah. Brian.
You are a new champion, my friend.
Starting to fade.
But you'll never be a new champion again.
Meow, meow, meow.
Because when you come back, you'll be a returning champion. Maybe I am a singer.
Nah.
Bye.